Good evening, everybody. Okay. Good evening, everyone, and thank you all for coming. Today, we're here to ask for your support for a fantastic and unique project that provides much-needed support for children with Down syndrome, just like Jamie. Our Down syndrome team needs £5,000, and that will help us to pay for kit, equipment, all the coaches, facilities, and even perhaps a little reward for taking them out somewhere for their amazing success. So that will cover everything for 1 year. Now, a little bit about the Community Sports Foundation. We're previously known as Football in the Community. We've been a registered charity and been helping so many people across Norfolk for the last 19 years. In short, we use the power of Norwich City Football Club, which is a very powerful brand, and sport to help make a difference. Not just about developing sport, but about helping to raise people's aspirations, building confidence, improving communication and developing key skills that will help enable people to progress in life. So working with so many different people. Now, whilst Norwich City Football Club have just gained promotion to the Premier League, which is fantastic, I have to stress the importance that we are an independent charity, and whilst the club aims to support us with resources where possible, we don't receive direct money to support projects just like this. So we get most of our money, our funding comes from restricted projects that we gain. So for example, our homeless project, which helps people gain qualifications, which leads to then employment and training. But tonight we're here to talk about a very special project that is very dear to our hearts. We're here to raise funds for the Down syndrome team. So why does Jamie need help? Well, for children that grow up with Down syndromes, they face many different barriers. It's not just about participating in local sport or even riding a bike that Jamie will find very difficult. They have severe learning disabilities and a lower mental age. And like Jamie, they have heart and thyroid problems. Which makes them very tired. Jamie was nearly asleep, but you've done really well, Jamie. And they also gain weight very easily as well. They have brittle bones and can lead to cerebral palsy. They also have poor balance, coordination, and they really do struggle to keep up with children in a mainstream group of playing sport. So even if they wanted to keep healthy and active and do all the right things that we're being told all our children that they should be doing, there's so very few activities available for the 15,000 people between 5 and 25 that have Down syndrome. So what they need is their own team. From January, we received a small amount of money from a national Down syndrome charity to run a pilot project to see if the demand was there and see if these children really wanted to take part. And it has been very well supported. That funding has now come to an end. And the children, just like Jamie, really don't want to end their football team. So we really want to continue it. The project's going to work with about 25 children for 36 weeks, doing football activities and matches against other clubs. QPR, Fulham, have got Down syndrome teams too. We want to increase their self-confidence, communication skills, health awareness through some workshops with their parents. And we also want to help train parents, because they know their children so much better, but to become qualified coaches, just like Paul has. Now I'm going to pass you to Lawrence, who's going to talk to Jamie and Paul.
Lovely. Right. Introduce you to Jamie. Jamie is the star of our Down syndrome football team. Jamie, like every teenager, they have their heroes. Jamie, would you like to say who your hero is at Norwich City Football Club?
Called Holt.
Now, Grant Holt met Jamie at our Disability Awareness Week at the Aviva offices, where Jamie asked him if he scored, which Saturday was his birthday, on his 14th birthday, he would do a special celebration. Would you like to show them what the celebration was? Good. Now, I don't know if you remember, but Grant Holt actually scored against Preston on that day. And did he do the celebration? Now that's very special to Jamie. He also got a signed shirt and picture, which you may have seen if you were coming around. This is Jamie's opportunity to play football. Jamie, what would you like to say was the best thing about playing with your parents?
My friends.
What do you do with your friends?
Play football.
And what's the best thing that you get invited to when you...
Birthdays.
And they have lots of birthday cake, don't they? Excellent. Now this is Jamie's dad. Can you just tell us briefly what the health benefits has been for Jamie?
Cool, yeah, since Jamie's been doing the Down syndrome league, he's lost over so many weight. He doesn't go to school, and the only exercise he gets is at the DS league and me running around in the field.
Brilliant. He also volunteers on the programme as well. Just like to read you a quick poem which Jamie's mum wrote from all the comments from the parents and players of the Down syndrome team. My face may be different, but my feeling's the same. I laugh and I cry and take pride in my games. I do what you can, just not at your pace, so I play with my team where I can win the race. When I'm here I'm no different, I love the friends I have found, so I stand here before you to ask for a few pounds. This group we have started has changed people's lives. It makes me so happy to give the coaches high fives, for I'm one of the children, so special and few, that came here to learn the same lessons as you. My parents feel pride to see me so joyful and free. I'm grateful of my chance to be who I want to be. So please help us out to keep our team alive and spare us a few quid, or possibly 5. Thank you.